children, welcome to the class of Neelam Sabharwal. Now children, we are on the chapter on triangles, chapter 7 of the class 9th NCERT book. In the earlier class, children, I explained to you the theorems and the axioms related to the congruence of triangles. We had also started exercise 7.1. We had done question number 1. Now let us move on to the next question. Question number 2 of exercise 7.1. Okay. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Alright. A, B, C, D. This is a quadrilateral. BD is a diagonal. AC is another diagonal. This is one angle, angle DAB, and is another angle CBA. CBA. This is one side AD and this is another side BC. Now let us read the question, children. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AD is equal to BC. What is given? AD is equal to BC. And angle DAB is equal to angle CBA. What is given? AD is equal to BC. AD is equal to BC. Yes, we have made the sign also. Angle DAB is equal to angle CBA. That is, this angle, children, is equal to this angle. Okay. What you have to prove? You have to prove number 1 that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. Further, you have to prove that BD is equal to AC. Third, you have to prove that angle ABD is equal to angle BAC. Alright. Now, first thing first, children. We know what is given. We know that AD is equal to BC, angle DAB is equal to angle CBA. What you have to prove? Number 1 thing, that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. Let us mark first these two angles on this figure so that we are clear. Angle ABD. What is triangle ABD? Is this triangle. Okay. What is the other triangle, children? BAC. We will mark it with another color. BAC. BAC. That is this triangle. Okay. Alright. Now we have to prove that these two triangles are congruent. See what all is given. AD is a side of triangle. Which triangle? ABD. Consider triangles DAB. Consider triangles DAB and triangle Consider triangles ABD that you have to prove and triangle BAC. Consider these two triangles, children. AD is one of the sides of triangle ABD. AD is equal to BC. AD is the side of triangle ABD and BC is the side of triangle BAC, and these two are equal. How? This is given. Second thing that you know is angle DAB is equal to angle CBA. Children, DBA is an angle of the triangle ABD and angle CBA is an angle of the triangle BAC. These two angles are equal, DAB and CBA, that is this angle and this angle. Why? This is also given. Now, amongst these two triangles that we are talking about, children, this side is equal to this side, this angle is equal to this angle, and you can see that AB is a common side. AB is a side of both the triangles. So AB is equal to AB, common side. This side belongs to both the triangles which are under consideration. Okay? Now, what you see is one side, another side and an angle. So you know that we have to apply what? Side, angle, side. But the condition is that angle should be the intervening angle between the two sides. Let us check if this angle is the intervening angle, included angle. This angle is included between AD and AB, the sides under consideration. This angle is included between AB and BC, the sides under consideration. That means it is an included angle. Included angle. So, side, included angle, side. Therefore, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC by SAS congruence rule. Alright students. Now what is the next part of this question? This we have proved that these two triangles are congruent. What is the next part? BD is equal to AC, we have to prove. What is BD? BD is this side of the triangle and AC is this side of the triangle BAC. That is, the two sides BD and AC are the corresponding sides of the triangles ABD and BAC. See, BD is a part of which triangle? ABD. AC is a part of which triangle? BAC. And because we have proved that the two triangles ABD and BAC are congruent, that means all the sides are equal. All the pairs of sides of the two triangles are equal. That means BD is equal to AC. So, BD is equal to AC. How? Because triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC, and they are BD is equal to AC because of corresponding parts of congruent triangles CP, CB, CT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So BD is equal to AC. Alright children. Now next what they want you to prove, that angle ABD is equal to angle BAC. That is ABD, that is this angle is equal to angle BAC. BAC, that is this angle. That this angle is equal to this angle. This again, these two angles are again parts of the two congruent triangles ABD and BAC which are congruent, and you can check that these two angles are equal. How do you check that? How do you check that the angle ABD is equal to angle BAC? What you have to see in this children is, what is the side corresponding to triangle ABD? Angle ABD. ABD, this angle. What is the side corresponding opposite to this angle? It is AD. And what is the side corresponding to this angle? BC. And we know that AD is equal to BC. That means because we know AD is equal to BC, the corresponding angles also shall be equal. Therefore, angle ABD is equal to angle BAC. Why? Because of same CP, CT, they are corresponding parts of congruent triangles, which are triangle ABD and BAC. Okay, children? Is that fine? Have you understood, children? So first you prove congruency through SAS. Once you know that the two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts, that is corresponding angle and corresponding sides are congruent, and therefore 2 and 3 are proven because of CP, CT, corresponding parts of corresponding triangles. Okay? Okay, now let us move on to question number 3, children. Let us draw the figure first. Okay. AD and BC are equal perpendiculars to a line segment AB. They are equal perpendiculars, that means, children, this is equal to this. They are equal perpendiculars to line AB. So that means this angle is 90 and this angle is 90. Show that CD bisects AB. We have to show that CD is a bisector of AB. Okay? So what is given, children? Given is AD and BC. AD is equal to BC. AD and BC are equal perpendiculars to a line segment AB. That means BC is perpendicular to AB. AD is also perpendicular to AB. Okay, children? That means practically from this we know that angle CBO is equal to angle CBO is equal to angle DAO, which are both 90 degrees. Okay, because they are perpendiculars. What you have to prove, children? That to prove that CD bisects AB. CD bisects AB. See, when you have to prove that CD bisects AB, children, basically what you have to prove that BO is equal to OA. BO is equal to AO. CD is the bisector of AB, means you want to prove that BO and AO. That means BA is being divided into two halves by CD. That means you have to prove that BO is equal to AO. This you have to prove. Okay, children? Now what do? You have to consider these two triangles, CBO and DAO. You have to consider these two triangles as to what are these two triangles congruent. You have to check. Let us check. We know that, children, this angle and this angle are equal. Angle COP that is COP, this angle is equal to which angle, children? C, we are talking of which angle? COB, okay, is equal to what? DOA. Why? DOA. Can you see, children? Angle COB is equal to triangle DOA. That is, this angle is equal to this angle. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. So they are equal. Now you have found out two angles are equal, these two. We also know that angle CBO is equal to angle DAO. Which are they? CBO, that is this triangle, this angle is equal to DAO. They are both 90 degree. Another angle is equal. One angle, another angle is equal. We are considering two triangles, understood? CBO and DAO. In these two triangles, we are seeing for which two parts are equal. So this one angle is equal, number one, number two, this angle is equal. Now what else is equal? Another thing which is equal is DA is equal to CB. This side is equal to this side. Why? It is given. What do you find, children? Angle, side. Isn't it? Now, see if this side is an included side. BC, is it an included side between these two angles? No. DA, is it an included side between these two angles? No. But we can prove congruency through AAS, angle, side. So, therefore, these two triangles that we are talking about, CBO is congruent to triangle DAO by AAS congruence rule. By angle, side. AAS congruence rule applied. Triangle CBO is congruent to triangle DAO. Now check whether you have written these and the sequence of these alphabets properly. How will you check, children? You check CB is equal to DA. CB is equal to DA, right? What is next? See, you comparing like this. CB is equal to DA. What is next? BO is equal to AO. BO is equal to AO. This is going to be an implication because you have to prove it. And what else, children? What else, children? The next thing is OC, OD. That is OC and OD. This has, was it given to you? What was given to you? AD and BC are equal. BC is perpendicular to AB. AD is perpendicular to AB. This was given to you. You have proved the congruence through the AAS theorem. Now that you know that two triangles are congruent, we are checking whether we have written all this in the right order. How do you check that? You have checked that BC is given to be AB to be equal to DA. CB is DA. That means this order is correct. CBO and DAO. Another thing of checking is that you have checked that CB is equal to DA. What more can you check? You can check that angle O is common. It is appearing on the same, the third number, angle O. They set angle O, they are vertically opposite angles. You have proved that they are equal. So this nomenclature is correct. That triangle CBO is congruent to triangle DAO. Why? Because of the AAS congruence rule. This, children, should check when you are proving congruence of triangles as to the sides which are given to you, whether they are reflecting in the same order. In CBO and DAO, you can check that CB is equal to DA. They are appearing in the same order. CB is equal to DA. Angle O is equal to angle O, appearing in the same order. Angle B is equal to angle A, appearing in the same order. Angle B is equal to angle A. Angle B appearing in the middle, angle A appearing in the middle. That means this nomenclature of the two triangle congruence is right. Okay. Now once you have proved that these two triangles are congruent, then what you have to prove further? That CD bisects AB. That CD bisects AB. So that means you have to prove that BO is equal to AO. Now check. BO is equal to AO. BO is equal to AO. Correct? It is appearing in the same order. BO is a part of triangle CBO and AO is a part of the triangle DAO. That means BO is equal to AO. Why? Because corresponding parts of congruent triangles, in short written as CPCT. That is why BO is equal to AO. Okay? Because this triangle has been proved to be congruent to this triangle. Okay? Fine, children? Understood? Children, I am trying to explain the whole thing to you in such a simple manner that your concepts remain intact and nothing in the question paper is able to confuse you. Now may we move on, children, to the next question. Question number 4. They have given you two lines which are parallel to each other. L and M. Another two lines they have given, children. P and Q. A, B, D, C. This is a diagram. Alright. L and M are two parallel lines intersected by another pair of parallel lines P and Q. So they have given L and M are parallel to each other and P, Q is another set of lines which are parallel to each other. So what is given, children? L and M are parallel. Another thing which is given is P and Q are also parallel. Fine. What is to be proven? Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. This you have to prove. How will you prove this? Which two triangles? Triangle ABC. ABC. That is this triangle. Is congruent to triangle CDA. Alright, you have to prove that these two triangles are congruent. How will you do, children? One thing that you can easily see is, children, when you consider these two triangles, one thing which is clear is that that side AC is common to both the triangles. This triangle, side AC is common. So AC is equal to AC Why? Common side. Fine. No problem with this. Now look for what angles you can find out which are equal. Why? Because you have been given two sets of parallel lines. So first consider line L and M. They are parallel to each other. AC is a transversal intersecting them. That means this angle, children, is equal to this angle. Isn't it? What are the names of these angles? Angle BAC is equal to triangle BCA. BCA. Why? Why are these two angles equal? Alternate interior angles are equal. How are they alternate interior angles? Because AC is a transversal intersecting L and M. Because AC is a transversal intersecting L and M, which are parallel. Alright. Next, children, but this will not suffice. You know that one side AC is common, one angle is equal. You want another angle, otherwise you cannot prove that these two triangles are congruent. So let us make use of the other set of parallel lines which have been provided to us. What are they? P and Q. P and Q are parallel lines, and considering these two parallel lines, you see that AC is also a transversal which is intersecting P and Q. And with that, you know that this angle is equal to this angle. Okay? What are the names of these angles? Angle BAC. Angle BAC is equal to which angle, children? This angle. What is the name of this angle? If this is BAC, this is DCA. Alright. Why? Same reason. Alternate interior angles are equal, and AC is a transversal intersecting what? P and Q, which are parallel. They are parallel lines. Now we have found that amongst these two triangles, which you have to prove that they are congruent, you have found a side and you have found out two angles also. That means now these two triangles, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CTA through AAS, two angles and a side, congruence rule. Now children, you have to check whether it is ASA or ASA. Is the side which we are talking about, is it the intervening side between the two triangle angles? Let us check. This side, when we consider these two triangles, children, this angle and this angle, the intervening side is AC. Similarly, this angle and this angle, intervening side is AC. That means instead of AS, you can also write ASA, because the side which is being enclosed is the included side. So, from the ASA congruence rule, you have proved that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CTA. Okay, children? Clear? Two angles and a side are equal, and the side is also an included side between the two angles. So, you write ASA congruence rule. With this, children, we have completed part of exercise 7.1. However, some more questions are left which we shall take up in the next class. Alright, children. Keep practicing all the questions, children. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.